A lesbian is suing her employer, the federal government, for refusing to add her wife to her health care plan. The lawsuit brought by a court worker was heard today in a U.S. District Court in San Francisco. And as ABC 7's Nannette Miranda reports, it could have a major impact on the Federal Defense of Marriage Act.
At issue is whether married same-sex couples who work for the federal government are entitled to enroll their spouses onto their health care plan. Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals worker Carolyn Golinski of San Francisco has been trying for 2 years to get her wife, Amy Cunningham, onto her medical insurance. They were married in 2008 when same-sex marriages were briefly legal in California.
We have a son who's 7, and I've paid my premiums, and I only get to put one member of my family on.
Despite having won 4 rounds in court already, the couple's case is now before the U.S. District Court in San Francisco. The federal government keeps refusing to sign up Cunningham, even though it has been ordered to do so. The lawyer for the federal government wasn't authorized to talk to media, but he centered his arguments around the Defense of Marriage Act, a 1996 law that prohibits the federal government from recognizing same-sex marriage. The case puts increasing pressure on President Obama to fulfill his repeated promises to support gay rights. The president has called for the repeal of the Defense of Marriage Act, calling it discriminatory. In fact, the federal judge began today's hearing by quoting Obama, who said the law was abhorrent. Yet his administration sent an attorney from Washington to California to defend it.
Here, it's very difficult for the government to justify providing unequal health insurance to employees that are doing equal work.
For now, Cunningham has private insurance, which she calls inferior to the federal plan. The 48-year-old puts off doctor visits.
There are certain things that, we have to weigh financially, whether it would make sense for us to do.
There's no timeline as to when the judge would rule, but he did acknowledge Cunningham has been waiting a long time for health insurance. In San Francisco, Nannette, Miranda, ABC 7 News.